Good afternoon, everybody. There's a few wee clips I just put together here. This is a 2011 Passat, Volkswagen Passat, and I just thought I'd post it because it's a wee bit unusual. There we have the car on the left, and that wheel, the steering wheel, is nice and straight. And we'll go to that wheel there, and oh my goodness, it's tracking's off a mile there, and there's a result of that. So this car has been fairly seriously damaged. History of this car is a guy bought it on an auction, and he's going to source the panels, a couple of doors and the wing, but he wanted me to address this problem here because the car is basically undrivable like that. It's moves back and forward, but it's just scobbed the two front tires off it. So there we go. There's the main culprit of the tracking being off. Fairly substantial bend in that tie rod end there. That's fairly major, but having a wee look around, the strut seems fine, everything else seems okay. I thought the wishbone would have been damaged, but it appears to be alright. No kinks or folds in the metal. So we're going to just go ahead and change this tie rod end and see if we can get an alignment done. See if this thing will line up. So there's the tie rod off. I'm not going to show you how to take it off, but I'll show you some of the tools that I used and the reason why I use those particular tools and why I find them useful. Track rod end seems fine, so we just screwed it back on. Took a rough measurement of the old one, but very, very rough. And this is a wee tool here that I came across on eBay. Found it very, very useful, especially for these cars that don't have studs. So basically that is just a piece of metal that's threaded in the end, and you can hang the wheel on it. You get them in various sizes, different thread pitches, and they come in a box of two. And they're only about £8 or something, so for £4 each I think they're well worth the money. Save you whenever you're lifting the tyre up from the ground and trying to balance it and then getting wheel studs in. Here's another wee tip. Probably the basic things that people miss sometimes, but I've found that you should always hand thread these sort of studs in, get them lined up, get them started up with your socket, and I've seen many a boy putting the wheel stud into the socket, which is attached to an impact gun, either cordless or air, and they think that they've been watching too many Formula 1 pit stops, and away they go in, buzzer up, and if you're off at all, the impact gun will just strip the threads and you don't even know it. So you start them up there, put it in sort of hand tight just to get the wheel seated onto the back of the disc there. You get a few of them in, and then that wee silver pin there, you can just unscrew it there with your hand. It's got a nice knurled end on it for grip. There's even a wee slotted end on it as well. If it does get stuck on you, you can put the screwdriver in it. You can make one yourself out of a bit of threaded bar, but they're so cheap. I just bought a couple of different sizes. And as I say, you get two in the box. You get them on eBay. Real time saver. Now that's us. This is a laser wheel alignment setup, and I'm doing it in conjunction with my 2-post lift. So I lift the car up, get those tables underneath it, get the steering wheel chocked. Brakes are held on there with that pedal holder, and the laser alignment's hanging the wheels. So they sit on these tables, and I'm using breadboards there out of Tesco's for slip plates. Whenever you bring the car down from the vertical position onto these tables, the wheels move out a good inch or inch and a half. So it's not just you're wanting the wheels to turn at the front freely, but they need to actually push out. The bottom pushes out a good inch and a half. So they slip laterally, and the front ones they rotate. Especially the back, because when you lift the car up, as you know, the wheels hang way down. So here's some of the tools that I used to do this. The original one had a very large nut on it. I've got no idea what size. So we used that wee tool there. I think it's a wee silly tool. It's not that dear. There's plenty of teeth on it, and it grips quite well. It's never not got them off for me. And then I put the new aftermarket one on. I was able to use this tool here. One wee thing to note was that the hacks on the new one You couldn't just slide that tool over it. There's some tools out there, and you have to be able to slide the tool over the tie rod end. You couldn't have done that in this case. So that's about it. Thanks.